Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Nancy from nancybadillo.com and welcome to another tutorial. On today's video, I'm going to go over different things that you could do to optimize and increase engagement, impressions, and followers. And therefore, this is going to help you increase your Etsy sales. If this is your first time visiting my YouTube channel, welcome. I am a Etsy influencer, and what I do is I help Etsy sellers increase their sales by teaching you the fundamentals of what it takes to make it on Etsy. And my videos are all about helping you have a thriving business on Etsy, increasing your sales, dominating the site, and pretty much, blowing out the competition out of the water. So if you are ready to take your Etsy shop to the next level, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and make sure that you go ahead and press the notification bell so you can stay updated with my most recent videos. So let's go ahead and get started on this tutorial. So a lot of the stuff that I'm going to talk about are things that you probably heard already. If it's your first time hearing it, great. If it's something that you heard already and you haven't done it, make sure that you start implementing it. A lot of the stuff, a lot of the reasons why a lot of accounts don't grow is because they don't take it serious and they don't do everything that they should be implementing to make their Instagram account look better, more cohesive, etc. So the first thing that you want to do before you decide that you want to get a massive followers, right? So the first thing we need to make sure is that your profile is optimized. And what I mean by that is that one, you have a picture. So if you're the brand, you have a picture of yourself. If you have an Etsy shop, you have your logo here. You want to make sure that your bio, which is this section here, has the three W's. Who are you? What do you do? And why they should follow you or why they should buy from you. So you have to make sure you have that. So I have my name. I have my I'm an expert at. I'm a digital marketing specialist. What do? I help Etsy sellers grow, and that's why they should follow me, right? So I'm marketing to Etsy sellers. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you market to your niche, whatever your niche is. If it's weddings, you do wedding planner, or maybe you sell um, stuff for babies, or you sell bandanas for dogs. You want to make sure you market for your target audience. You want to make sure you fill this out. When people look at it, they feel like that you took the time, that you are a real business, or you take your profile serious. If you don't have this filled out completely, a lot of people won't even follow you because they feel like, well, they didn't even put what they are, or they don't even have a link on their profile, so they won't even follow you back. So you want to make sure that is your profile is optimized, that you have, a link, whether it's to your Etsy shop or to other pages, that you have used the 150 characters that Instagram provides you, which is this section here. Um, Make sure that you have a clear picture of your logo or of yourself. Make sure that your username is easy to read. I know I see some people's usernames are like ZWQRTP5. That's really hard to remember. So when you're choosing a username, one, it should be either your name if you're the brand, or the name of your shop, right? And I know that it's really hard nowadays to find a username with your name or with your shop name. So if you have to incorporate numbers, maybe put them at the end, but don't use a username that's like all letters and all numbers, because people are not going to be able to find you later, and they're going to have that difficulty of relating what was their username again. So make sure that it's easy to remember, unique username, like I said, easy to spell. um, Try not to use underscores because a lot of people forget that you had an underscore, so they won't find you. And like I said, don't try not to repeat characters or letters or symbols, because it just makes it very confusing. Another thing is choosing a theme. Having a cohesive look is very important on Instagram, because Instagram is all about visual first, and then they read what you're selling or they read your caption. So the main reason, like, they go to your account or they look at your overall feed is because of your photo. Whatever photo that captivated them. So if I have this photo here and that's what captivated them to see, but then they go to my feed, right? This is my feed here. And everything else is like I have puppies and then I have like a picture of my shoes and a picture of something else. They're going to be so confused. They're going to be like, well, I love this picture, but their Instagram feed is all over the place. They will not follow you. So you have to make sure that you have a cohesive look, that everything looks really nice, that that you're showcasing your brand, that you're showcasing your business, and you have to stick with it. And it's in the beginning, it's a little hard because you're like, golly, I gotta stick with these colors or with these templates. But then the more you do it, the easier it gets. And that's what I've done with my channel. As you can see, I have these three colors here that I repeat. Then I have pictures, right? And then I have these three templates that I repeat. And I'm branding. I'm always branding. You see how I have my website. I'm always branding my website. I brand it here as well. And then what I do is I try to mix up my Instagram with inspirational quotes, with my YouTube videos, my blogs, pictures of my son. Sometimes it's okay to showcase who you are as a person because people want to know you as a brand. So it's nice to incorporate sometimes a picture of yourself. It doesn't mean that every picture should be of you or a selfie of you or a picture of your kids. It doesn't mean every selfie, but once in a while, because you do get new following and you start growing, it's nice that at least once a month you take time to put a picture of yourself like I did on this one and kind of talk about who you are, how you got started. That way people could put a name to the face. They could understand who you are. They could relate to you. They could understand you more. So this is nice to do that because then you could talk to people back and they'll get to know you in another level. Don't always spam. That's another thing. A lot of people spam. All they do is promote their products, but they never promote no one else. They never. You got to mix it up a little bit because no one likes a feed that's all about promoting. So that's why sometimes I showcase other people. Um, if you look here, I showcase this lady. She does like artwork on her glasses. They're beautiful. And then I showcase another person. This is one of my clients that I did like a free critique, and she was so great, like grateful. She sent me these beautiful bandanas. So if you need bandanas for your dogs, make sure you visit her. Is Paws with Style, but she makes amazing products for dogs, or for animals in general, and her products are amazing. And she sent me this, and I showcased it because I felt like I needed to be grateful and say thank you because I did the free critique. I didn't intend for her to send me anything. So it was such a nice surprise to get something as beautiful as this. And my dogs love it. I love the branding. I mean, she's exceptional. So, but anyways, it's nice to showcase other people when they do something nice for you. Um, and just mixing it up a little bit, having different things, quotes, maybe articles that you came across. um, However, keep it to your niche, obviously. So I'm just giving you different examples, but keep it to whatever your niche is, and try to create some type of theme that you have different colors, that when somebody looks at this photo here and they look at that one or they look at this one, they know, oh, that's from that girl Nancy Badillo. Oh, that's from that person that Etsy shop. So they'll start recognizing your brand and who you are. There's so many samples of different people out there that create this amazing look. It's all visually in Instagram. It's all visual. If you don't have amazing photos, people won't follow you, and it won't grow unless you have amazing content. But even that, you could have amazing content or you have an amazing product, right? But if the photo is not compelling, one, they won't click on it to learn more and they won't go back to your feed. So the first thing you got to work on is your photo. Your photo has to be compelling and beautiful. That way, you could drive more traffic to your profile, and therefore they might take an action and follow you. I recommend signing up for this program. It's called Linktree. So if you go to Google and type in Linktree, and what it does, it lets you optimize, it lets you send traffic to different destinations. So you're able to put additional links. So for instance, I have my blog, my free Etsy shop critique that I give, resources for entrepreneurs. This is my Etsy shop. I have tutorials on YouTube. You could join my Etsy seller support group for Facebook, my Pinterest. So it's so many things, you see. So it's really, really nice. If you want also amazing photos, I would recommend signing up for Style Stock Society. I have a link, and they have amazing photos. All my photos, like a lot of people say, "Oh, I love your room," or "I love that photo." I don't. I didn't make this photo. I didn't. I made this one here. This one. I made these, right? But this one here, and this one here, and that one, and this one and this one. These are photos that I purchased as a subscription in this site called Style Stock Society. And you could get the link on my bio. And they, I love it because one, it saves you time. Two, you don't have to create your own photo, right? Especially if you're not crafty like myself. I'm not good at taking photos like that and making them beautiful like she is. So I use her photos, I put them up, and it's just nice. It's just a way to fill up my Instagram without me having to do it. And I also have a really nice visual look to my Instagram account. So I highly, highly recommend it. She has a lot of different colors to match your theme. So if you want just purples, or if you want like black and pink, or if you want blue and pink, and I mean, she has so many different variations that you're gonna love if you sign up with her. Another thing you want to do is that when you upload an image on Instagram, you have to optimize it to fit the actual picture. If you make it too big or too small, it's not gonna look as visually appealing. You don't want your photo to be cut off. So keep in mind that for Instagram, you have to have your photo should be 1080 by 1080 pixel, and you could use like canva.com to size your photos correctly, or any editing software tool that you use at the current moment, like PicMonkey, or if you use Photoshop. But you should use 1080 by 1080. If you do any less, it's fine, but then the picture will be a little pixelated. If you do anything different size than that, then the picture will get cut off and it won't look as visually appealing as mine does. So you want to keep that in mind. Also, a lot of people underestimate the usage of hashtags, and hashtags is basically like the fundamental to your success on Instagram, because when you tag your photos with the appropriate hashtags, it's gonna help you reach your target audience, and it's gonna help you get a lot of followers within your niche. So you want to make sure that, like for me, I only use hashtags like Etsy sellers, hashtag Etsy tips, hashtag Etsy, anything related with craft or Etsy, hashtag handmade. That way I could target my target audience. I wouldn't put like hashtag puppy or hashtag business. Business you can, but then I'm going very broad, right? Now I'm targeting anybody that has a business. So if I target somebody that's a realtor that happen to use the word hashtag business, or happen to see my profile, they might not follow me because they're not an Etsy seller, so they're not interested in my product. So you got to be really careful with the hashtags that you use. And then what you want to do with the hashtags is that, for instance, once you use a hashtag, you want to be in the Explorer section. So this is the Explorer section right here. This is the Explorer section. And it's the first 9 boxes. And when you are up here, you get more traffic than when you are down here. See, mine is not too low, but I wish it was up here, right? So mine's not up there. But it's right here, and it's been there steady. I mean, I put that photo more than 10 hours ago, and it's still up here. So it's doing pretty good for itself. But you want to make sure that your photo is lands up here. Now, the only way that is it will stay up here is through a lot of engagement, a lot of likes, and a lot of comments. So you want to make sure that when you create a photo, that you put a caption, then you put a call to action. So a caption is basically, describing whatever you're talking about. So for instance, here I put a caption, Happy Tuesday, everyone. I hope everyone having a terrific morning. And I put, watch my video, blah, 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 blah. And then I put, please click bio link to watch the video and subscribe to my channel, blah, 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 blah. So I'm telling them what to do. A lot of people don't realize that if they click on the bio link, it will take them to your Etsy shop. A lot of people are new on on Instagram, so they don't really know how to navigate. So you have to always keep that in mind, that you know more than them. So you want to put a captivating caption. You want to think about what you're writing. You want to tell them what to do. And you want to use those hashtags. Those three things. If you don't have those three things, or you just put like a one sentence caption, don't expect for someone to click, because you're not even doing the work from your end to compel someone to click. So you have to make sure that every photo that you put up is, one, related to your niche, two, is sized correctly, three, is visually appealing, four, you have a compelling caption, five, you have a call to action, you're telling them what to do, six, you have all your hashtags. It's so important. A lot of what I'm talking about right now is things that people know already, but they don't want to apply for some reason, or they don't do it. So it's important that you follow these steps if you want to grow your Instagram account, if you want to channel it to drive traffic to your Etsy or to your blog or any other source of medium. However, you have to follow these steps, and you have to be consistent also. So another thing is, you have to post every day. Now, the top shops that I know that have a lot of sales and they have a large, massive following, more than me, they post 3 to 8 pictures a day. I don't post that much because I have a full-time job, I have a full-time business at home, I have a newborn, I have my YouTube channel, I have my motivational career that I'm starting up. So I have so many things to do. I cannot put, 8 pictures a day when I have like 10 additional accounts that I take care of. So for me, it's almost like impossible, because of all the work that I do on a daily basis. However, the most prominent Instagram accounts, they post regularly. Their content is amazing, and they drive tons of traffic, actually even more than me per month, because they're constantly posting. Number two is, whenever somebody responds to your post, respond back. So, for instance, if 5 people commented on my post and I respond back 5 times to those 5 people, guess what? X is going to count that as 10 comments. You see what I'm saying? So the more comments you have, the higher the engagement, the more your actual post will be listed in the section I was telling you earlier, which is the top explorer. This is the top explorer up here. As you can see, for Etsy help, hashtag Etsy help, this is one of my posts. I did this like, I don't know, like a week ago. I did this like a week and a half ago. I did this like 2 weeks ago, and I'm still, these 4 here are mine, and I'm still dominating the hashtag compared to other people. And if you look down, this is my post, that's my post, that's my post there. So I'm dominating on this hashtag. Um, so you want to make sure that anytime somebody responds to you, respond back. Another trick that you could do is, when they respond to you, respond back with a question. That way they could respond again. And the more traction you get within the first hour that you post that picture, the more traffic you get, the more engagement you get, and then the more Instagram says, oh, wait, this post is important. It's getting a lot of comments, a lot of likes, a lot of engagement. Let's leave it up here. And the more your post is up here, the more traffic you will get to your profile, and the larger your profile will grow. But you have to make sure that you're doing everything I mentioned earlier. Now, another thing is when you have a brand like me, a brand business, it's really hard to grow a brand business. So if you have a business that you are a blogger or you are your own face of your business and you're trying to grow it, unless you are providing valuable content and you have this amazing profile, you could grow it, but it just takes a little bit longer. Those accounts that you see that grow to like 100,000 or 200,000, they grow really, really fast. They have viral photos. That's what it's called. So if you have a brand, it takes longer to grow. If you have viral photos, pictures that everybody's liking, those brands grow a little quicker. That's why when you see these girls that have makeup brands or they have um they wear a lot of different outfits and stuff like that, they do really well on Instagram. If you have a clothing line, they do really well on Instagram. If you have a jewelry line, you do really well on Instagram because those photos, if you have amazing photos, those photos are easier to go viral. If you have like a brand like I do, that you post more about informational material, no one's excited about making this picture go viral, you see? So it's a lot harder for me to go viral versus someone that has a picture of them in a bathing suit and they're in the middle of somewhere in the ocean and they have a beautiful backdrop and that picture might go viral just because of the photo, not even necessarily what she's selling or her caption or because she used the right hashtags. It could just go viral just because. So that's what I'm saying, that depending on what type of niche you are in and depending on what you're selling, some stuffs are easier to get more traction than other things. Just keep in mind that um, the main things are have a profile picture, have a username that's easy to understand, have your bio filled out completely, um, have a beautiful Instagram feed that it looks like it's coming from the same maker, that it looks cohesive, it looks like a theme, like the colors all go together, um, that the you take the time to fill out, your caption. You're taking the time to put your hashtag to separate it so it doesn't look like a big clump together, right? That you're taking the time to respond to people, to thank people. Another way to increase your engagement is going back to people that follow you and liking their stuff. One big component of being in social media, whether it's Instagram or is let's say Facebook or Twitter, or any social platform, the keyword is social, right? So you have to make sure that you're social. That's why it's called social media. You have to go back and like people's comments and go back and like other people's stuff and they'll go back like you. And it could be a little tedious and sometimes a lot of work, right? But if you commit to doing every day, like let's say 10 minutes a day, and going and liking other people's photos and showing some love, people will come back and show you love. And if you have amazing products, people actually will come back and start following you and eventually buying from you because they're just like, wow, how come I never seen the store before? Like, this is amazing. I need to have these earrings, or I need to have the shirt, or I need to have whatever it is that you're selling. So these are some tips that I wanted to give you guys in order to somewhat increase your engagement, increase your comments, increase your likes, increase the traffic you drive to your Etsy shop. But it first starts doing optimizing your Instagram account. If you don't optimize it correctly and you don't follow the steps that I talked about, then nothing else will follow through. So keep that in mind. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. Um, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you leave me a comment below. Let me know of any strategies that you currently use right now on Instagram to grow. I'm trying to create a sense of community where we all come together and help each other out. So make sure you leave a comment below and like this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a terrific day.